scan. Scan complete. You are cleared to land at New Atlantis. Please enjoy your visit to Jemison.
I have something I need to discuss with you. This relay station is easily over 100 years old. Original Nova Galactic construction is my guess. Built to stand the test of time.
Engine spin-up time almost complete. Total time 5 minutes 22 seconds. Right on schedule.
How are the helium-3 valves holding, Nova?
We double-checked the leakage concerns this morning before the launch. All signs green.
Any changes to the calculation sequence from Voltaire?
No changes since we uploaded the last figures yesterday. It's a clean shot from here to Jupiter.
One day the computer will be on board the spaceship. Just imagine that.
One miracle of science at a time, Canaveral. Counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Canaveral, are you reading?
All clear, Nova. Indicators look good. The ship should be cruising Jupiter's orbit right now. Visual confirmation will be possible in 32 minutes. Afraid the speed of light is on the slow side these days.
How does it feel to break the laws of physics, Canaveral?
We're all pretty excited down here in NASA, I won't lie.
Excited enough to tell me where you got the original data?
Not in a million years, Nova.
Oh, I have something I need to discuss with you. What can I help you with? should have a talk. When you have the time, of course. The most likely way into the NASA facility would be via an elevator shaft taking us straight down. Hopefully the system is... I have something I need to discuss with you. Being prepared. When you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you. Can I help? I hope the occupants of this colony ship found alternate transportation to evacuate the Earth before it was too late. It's clear the gantry was in load. Something I need to talk to you about. You've got something for me? When you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you. This looks like it was some type of crew preparation area. Probably the last step. There's something I need to talk to you about.
Station log. Dr. Judith Tatien. The recent delivery from Mars is unsettling. I was expecting rock samples or maybe fossils of microbial life. Instead, Dr. Victor Isa comes with 2 members of the military. Everything they brought back is under wraps. What could a theoretical physicist need with a sample from Mars? Station log. Dr. Judith Tatien. I've been trying to cozy up to Dr. Isa, Victor, to see what is going on. His team has completely commandeered one of the labs with those 2 military handlers, checking who comes in and out. I joked that maybe he found a little gray man who was doing an autopsy, and he grew. Station log. Dr. Judith Tatien. I have never been so nervous since I defended my dissertation. 4 hours talking to Victor and his team about theoretical metals, atomic bonding, even a half-hour divergence into magnetism that I'm pretty sure was just to throw me off the trail of what we were actually talking about. Then, I got to see the lab. I don't know how much I should say, but the periodic table just got thrown out the window.
Bothering to carry all that junk.
There's something wrong with the math? I think it's quite straightforward.
That's not what I'm asking. We've had no success extracting even a sample of material from the object. No explanation for the gravitational effects, no motion graph to explain its harmonic frequencies. I can't even establish a melting point.
Judith.
But you've had me building these prototype colliders for months. And now you want me to pump helium-3 into it based on this equation you've written on a goddamn napkin?
I just need you to trust me.
I have been trusting you. We keep slamming our heads against a brick wall, getting nothing. And you keep coming up with something new to try. Like, you know what's going to happen. Where are you getting your information, Victor?
I'm sorry, Judith. Look, not here, okay? Somewhere off base. I'll tell you everything. But I'm not lying, okay? We're going to discover something important here. I promise.
We should have a talk. When you have the time, of course. They were clearly testing space habitat viability in this area. It seems as if they knew the inevitable was not much left of this geology laboratory. Ironically, the surrounding rock appears to have sealed the fate of this part of the facility. When you have a few moments, there's something I'd like to discuss. This is quite an impressive facility. We should have a talk. When you have the time, of course.
Project Log, Dr. Victor Isa. We turned on the prototype today. The gravitational field around it began to fold as we long suspected. Complete reversal of gravitational pull was observed on dozens of loose objects around the lab. I'm setting up a meeting with the directors to propose a larger test. The prototype proves we don't need the original anymore, but further work is going to have to take place in space. Somewhere with abundant helium-3 and with a civilian partner. Someone with access to large-scale manufacturing resources and computational equipment. Engineering gravitational folds pulling the far side of the solar system closer to us? It's all going to be possible.
Project Log, Dr. Judith Tatien. I watched the gravjet tests from the moon today. It was the first time we were able to talk to the team at Nova Galactic directly. So many things were under wraps before, but now everyone wants all the publicity they can get. I'm already seeing proposals for manufacturing androids of drives, expeditions to Alpha Centauri and beyond. It's also overwhelming and worrying. It could take years. Decades before we know what all the side effects of operating a grav drive can be. But no one wants to hear that right now. Like a bunch of pioneers racing towards the edges of the frontier without knowing about the grizzly bears in the mountains.
If there's a weapon you have to use, there's something I'd like to discuss.
never actually got to visit your labs back when we were working on the grav drive projects.
Seems like ancient history now. Only thing we're doing these days is launching weather satellites.
Guess this is as good a retirement as any. Now, Project Demeter, you want our help manufacturing scanners to better track these new meteorological patterns we're seeing.
Our guess is that the poles might be naturally shifting, causing some gravitational fluctuations that are throwing off our old models.
Why do you need the scanning tolerances to be so small? What are you trying to find?
I just want to be sure. It's not like we're doing much these days anyway. The glory days are over. Why not give ourselves a challenge before they write us off in the history books?
I know what I'm seeing, Victor. The data coming back from the satellites is very...
My name is Dr. Victor Isa. And if you're listening to this, then you probably already know the truth. I was young when I first headed the retrieval team of an odd gravitational anomaly on Mars. But I kept what really happened that day hidden from everyone except one other person. Even she didn't believe me at first. But I have no reason to lie to anyone now, so I hope you'll accept this confession, whoever you are. When I touched the anomaly, I experienced 12 days of lost time. I met myself. He told me everything that has since come true. The grav drive equations, the tests on the moon, Earth's atmosphere sputtering away because of what we had done. But he also told me about a city thriving on a planet orbiting a distant star. Human culture, art, music, lifestyles evolving and shining brightly across all of space. What price would I be willing to pay for that future? Maybe you don't believe me. Maybe Judith was right and I'm just a coward who wants to believe his mistakes were justified. But everyone has forgotten about the real origins of the grav drive, this artifact from Mars. I hope you make better use of it than I did.
Oh my God. The grav drives destroyed Earth. And at the core of the first drive... Ah! You expecting me to jump down after you?
Do you understand now why I asked you to come here? The artifacts unlocked the secret of interstellar travel. At the cost of Earth.
An easy trade, honestly. Why have one world when you can have all the settled systems?
Though I'm normally a devotee of science, I have to admit that in this case, it failed us terribly. And the cost was immeasurable.
Assuming we weren't going to lose it anyway. War, disease, famine, all the classics.
Don't you see? The power of the artifact forced humanity to the stars. They didn't get to make a choice. How many would have chosen Earth? What gave Victor Isa the right to choose for them?
You see the hypocrisy in what the emissary is saying, right? They don't want to rob people of their free will, but then they steal the artifacts for themselves.
In the wrong hands, the power of the artifacts can make anyone a tyrant. That is why we watch over them. The only thing you are watching out for is yourself.
Emissary, you claim that you'll keep the artifacts safe from those who would abuse it, but absolute power corrupts absolutely. Honestly, I don't believe either of you are immune to their allure.
Join me, old friend. We can collect the final pieces together.
Oh, no, you don't. You're not his old friend, remember? You're from another universe. Don't try to manipulate him. Okay. I couldn't win you over on philosophy. How about pragmatism? I'm more powerful than the emissary. Than any other starborn. And you might not understand why, but I want you to succeed. You've never gotten this far before. I need to see what happens to you.
Though I still think this might be a mistake. Siding with the emissary is certainly the lesser of two evils.
Thank you.
Well, Can't say I didn't try. We'll settle this at the usual place.
The buried temple. We'll be there.
You're lucky I'm a man of my word. I'll see you there.
Stay for a moment. You must have questions about what happens next. We will not be able to go to the buried temple right away. There are still other artifacts out there in the settled systems that haven't been gathered. You will need to work with your colleagues in Constellation to find them. There's always a final artifact in a specific temple. The Hunter and I agreed that whoever you sided with, the other would wait there. Expect anything and everything. Other starborn, human mercenaries and defenses, alien creatures under mind control. It's all fair game. I will meet you in orbit above the buried temple. We'll face what's there together. All of the other artifacts need to be gathered before the final one will reveal itself. I will be bringing mine. The Hunter will be bringing his. And you will need to bring the rest. All of the ones Constellation can find.
When you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you. Does it hurt when you do that? All crew accounted for. There's something I need to talk to you about. Well, this station's seen better days.
Was there something
I wonder
you
if the
needed?
UC will ever fully
Yes, of
restore it
course.
to its former glory. When you have a few moments, there's something I'd like to discuss.
If you're ever in New Atlantis, mind putting in a good word for me? I don't think my messages... You're on the edge of UC space, but it's just so... I try not to trade in gossip, but if you have any verifiable information, I'm all ears.
May I be of service? Yes, of course.
Look, I wanted to take this opportunity to thank you. The fact that you risked your life to save me, I don't know what to say. Well, yes, of course. But that's beside the point. My only wish is that my rescue hadn't come at the expense of Sam's life. He was one of my closest colleagues. And a cherished friend. Oh, poor Cora. I'm sure the poor thing is devastated. She's lost a wonderful father. I really wish I could believe that. Our charter at Constellation has always been to analyze the unknown, but rarely at the expense of our members' lives. Yet all the while, I've been cavalier about taking risks and pushing the boundaries, not appreciating the true cost of my actions. Had I not pushed so hard to pursue the Starborn, perhaps none of this would have happened at all and Sam would still be alive. No, she wouldn't. But was it worth the cost? Damn it! Why is this happening to us? We're explorers. Our curiosity pushes us to seek answers to life's mysteries. It's one of the core traits of humankind. Yet in return, this is what the universe throws at us. Beings from God knows where who are trying to murder us. Why? What have we done wrong? Judging from the blow we've suffered, I couldn't agree more. The question is, where do we go from here? Do we stop exploring? Stop pushing the boundaries? Take a more aggressive posture towards the universe? I don't know where to begin. I don't know. We've already suffered such a terrible loss. I can't bear to have it happen again. Well, I suppose that's all I had on my mind for now. Oh, it was a relief to get all of that out in the open. I'm sorry I got so angry. But I assure you, it's nothing personal. You're the only one I feel comfortable talking with about these things. Good. Because I expect this won't be the last time I intend to cry on your shoulder or scream in your face. Well, we have a long road ahead of us. I suppose it's high time we get back to work. I have something I need to discuss with you. Remember our last conversation, when you told me the artifacts made you feel like you were being pulled across the entire galaxy? Well, it got me thinking. So I dove into our archives and started looking through Constellation's older journal entries. Just because I wasn't familiar with the experience you described, doesn't mean the same might have been true for my predecessor. Really? I'm surprised that I haven't. After reading those journals, all of the pleasant memories of my time spent with Aja just started flooding back. Aja Mamasa. She was the youngest member of Constellation when it was founded. Only took her 15 years to reach chair. Sorry, I sometimes get so caught up in my own bubble, I forget that I wasn't the first. Oh yes, absolutely. I didn't mean to compare. Those were just... oh, I don't know. Different times. Aja was the one that taught me the ropes at Constellation and took me under her wing as her protege. Yeah, I thought so too. That's why I adopted her methods. You know, Aja and I logged quite a few interesting discoveries together. But it was the journey itself that I'll never forget. We catalogued unusual stellar phenomena, a few habitable worlds, and some unique life forms, but nothing SSNN would bother to report. Exactly. For me, it was all about the quieter moments. There was nothing quite like sitting back and watching space bend while listening to Aja spin vivid stories to fill the time. Oh, I find that sort of cozy isolation the best way to really get to know someone. Yeah, you know, being alone in interstellar space, nothing but light years of black around you. Some people find that terrifying. I find it comfortable. It helps me bond with my shipmates. I'll be certain to watch my back. You know, all this talk about Aja reminds me that my time with her was a gift. I miss her dearly. I respected her, and I considered her a dear friend, but we weren't in love. Had that been true, I would have resigned my post and moved to Parima 2 instead of remaining at Constellation. Come to think of it, if we're ever out that far, perhaps we could pay her a visit, and I could make proper introductions. Oh, don't worry. There's no bad blood between us. The worst that might happen is you get stuck listening to two old friends catching up on old times. Well, I don't expect you to be a carbon copy of Aja. Just be yourself. You see, it's clear that we share the same hunger to discover what's out there. And that, well, that's what intrigues me about you. I don't know if I deserve to be that close to anyone right now. If you knew about the things that I've done, the way my life's unfolded, I think your opinion of me might change. Please, give me some time. I have to go. Yeah? Ask whatever you'd like. My parents considered themselves to be enlightened, but their lives were so busy they rarely pursued their beliefs. By the time I was old enough to start questioning these things, the idea of following any organized religion was almost an afterthought. It's not that I don't want to believe in anything, it's that my scientific mind is often at odds with my spiritual center, having been out there, in the Starfield, seeing all those magnificent wonders with my own eyes. I need answers, not religious theory. I'm sorry if that disappoints you. But don't worry. While we're on this journey together, I fully intend to respect your religious beliefs. You mean apart from being the chair of Constellation for the past 5 years? Well, let's see. I pride myself with my aptitude for astrodynamics, calculating optimal trajectories for grav jumping. That's been quite useful in the past. And as far as planetary exploration, my area of expertise is botany. So don't worry, I won't let you eat anything that might put you in the hospital. Exploration is my entire life. I consider it both a career and recreation. That being said, I will make a confession, but you have to promise to keep it between us. Before I graduated from school, I was in a band. And no, I don't mean the school band. I mean
a rock band. We called ourselves Ironic Comet. A ridiculous name, I know. But we were just a bunch of teenagers getting together and having fun. And before you ask, no, I wasn't the lead singer. I actually played the drums. The band never really went anywhere, of course, but those were good times, and I remember them fondly. I'll be here. While we're here, it wouldn't hurt if we checked in at the lodge. It's good to be home.
Hey, I've been talking with the others, and I'd like to get everyone together. To say goodbye. You know. To Sam. Thank you. It wouldn't be the same without you there. I'll have everything set up in a few days.
Mateo told us about your pilgrim's voyage.
You found it, didn't you? The meaning of unity. Wait. Say that again? Multiple universes?
You can't possibly mean what I think you mean.
Let's take a step back. This is everything we've been building towards, and the implications are a lot to take in. Could you explain the part about multiple universes one more time for everyone?
Yes, I wouldn't mind a little more detail.
And that's why the Starborn want the artifacts so desperately. They're the keys to unlocking the infinite.
I don't even want to think about the physiological changes you'd need to travel between universes.
Plus what it would do to the mind? Enlightenment? Or oblivion? Like the Hunter.
You have the opportunity to reach the closest thing to your god that might exist. And you're second-guessing it?
One doesn't approach the afterlife without some trepidation. You're right. We have to see the unity for ourselves.
I know this has been a lot for everyone to take in, but we finally have answers. Let's make the best of them.
Not to make a sharp turn in a grand tale, but I got the eye fixed up. Bruised, but still blinking. Let me know when you're ready to follow up on what it's seen.
You can feel it, can't you? The lodge just...
These last glimpses from the eye are from the farthest fringes of known space. Could be the only remaining pieces outside the hands of the Starborn. Catch a smile out there.
didn't it? Durably reduced.
I'm not sure power like that was meant for humankind.
Out there alive, right?
Need some work done? Got anything you need to offload? Trade Authority is always buying. Kiosk right here for you. I'm sure you can find something you like.
Such power. It's incredible.
Scanned as you enter the city.
Well, hello. You hear about the job by any chance? The officer over there can help you with any bounty issues. Part-time security officer. The position's very flexible. You can basically work whenever you're available. No pressure. We've had some gaps in the schedule lately. Macy's out on maternity leave, Jose's on loan to Sidonia. When it rains, it pours type of situation. So really, we just need someone to fill the void. Interested? No. Thank...
Hey. Another day, another credit.
Hey, Sarah's friend. You come to enlist at long last? Start earning your stripes with the Vanguard? Well, all right. Take the elevator down to the Vanguard Orientation Hall. You can get started at any of the registration terminals. The system will walk you through the rest. And if you've got any questions, I'm happy to answer them.
When you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you.
You know it was some UC general that condemned Londinian? Gave it over to these things. One of these murals said he was executed after the war. Might have gotten off too lightly.
No one knows how they move between planets. I wonder if they can
Is it when you have a moment? I'd like to
proceed through the historical displays in the orientation hall, or continue on to the examination.
The Freestar Collective was initially founded in 2188. It was only in 2230 that the faction known as House Barett. From their foundation, the United Colonies strove to provide all their citizens with opportunity, security, and beginning in 2240, House Barett forces declared all out of the many conflicts between the galaxy's factions. Few settled worlds were left untouched by the Colony War. But in the midst of the Colony War, a different kind of tragedy struck the UC city of Londinian. After the devastation wrought by the Colony War, the UC and the Freestar Collective came together. It was into this new world that the Vanguard was born. No one was born a United Colony citizen. Only through service to the UC can one hope to earn one's citizenship.
Welcome, applicant, to the piloting simulation chamber.
I've spent a fair bit of time in simulators just like these. They're startlingly realistic. Have fun.
This is the Mark 18 flight simulation chamber, applicant. Currently in orbit around a high-detail recreation of a remote world. When you're ready to begin, please take a seat in the pilot's chair. Your exam is simple. Defeat as many tiers of opponents as you can before your ship is disabled. You must defeat at least 3 tiers of opponents to pass the exam. Good hunting, applicant.
New targets active.
Target defeated.
All targets eliminated. Progress recorded. Tier 1 reached. Initiating Tier 2. New targets active. All targets eliminated. Progress recorded. Tier 2 reached. Initiating Tier 3. New targets active.
Target defeated. Target defeated.
All targets eliminated. Progress recorded. Tier 3 reached.
Congratulations, applicant. You've defeated sufficient opponents to pass the exam. You may now exit the simulator through the hatch to record your current score, or stay and try your hand at the remaining tiers. Resuming the examination.
New targets active. Shutting down.
Congratulations, applicant. You've passed. You can head up to Commander Tuwala to receive your final results and your probationary assignment. Or you're welcome to take another run at the simulation if you'd like to try and earn a better score. We'll only keep your best run.
There's something I... talk to you about. It's incredible.
If it belongs on your ship, there is a bit more in the back if you're not. Oh, please, take a look. Thanks for coming in.
I have something for you when you have a moment.
Welcome to Free Star Space. We're gonna do a quick scan for contraband, and you can be on your way. All right, you're good. Welcome to Akila City.
Akila, when you have a few moments, there's something I'd like to discuss.
Welcome to Akila City,
You didn't hear this from me. Those ecliptic mercenaries? Faction.
Sam has told me so many stories about Akila City. I feel as though I've lived here all my life.
Seems to be everywhere. It's because they have little outposts everywhere. There were so many facilities abandoned.
Over there. Tourist?
I give them
3 minutes. Lead on the job.
You want to stop?
When you have a ship work, ship pay.
Thank you for saving my husband.
Step right in, ma'am, and feast your eyes on
This doesn't really look like much of a zoo, more like a sideshow attraction.
You need the magnifying glass for it.
I used to be in it, actually.
So we're gonna have a houseboat?
Parrots are coming in fast.
Hey, no funny stuff with that boost pack. Got enough flight traffic as it is.
SSNN says that spacers and the fleet are getting worse.
That's what they've always. I actually met a guy who finished the Red Mile. He lost it.
kill for a cup of coffee right about now.
Let's be certain to stock up on some extra ammunition before we explore the wilderness around the city.
Hopefully you're not some UC drone.
It could make for a very...
Any paperwork we need to file to clear it out?
I must warn you, both the Akila are very particular.
Capacity?
97.5%.
Sarah Filburn and her brother-in-law, Henry, going at it. Again. I had to tell them to keep the racket down. Could I get the digital copy of the things I buy here?
No.
What? Why not?
I sell books, physical books.
Space is a premium on my ship. If I could
I think
download
he
it to
would
my
have liked
slate, I
it
could
on
have a
here.
whole library.
He so loved books. Movies, slates, theater, all have their appeal. But books, you can get a window to mankind in its earliest days. Whether adventure with Homer, or the actual thoughts of Julius Caesar penned in his own hands. And they offer visions of the future and wonderfully impossible things and might-have-beens. So, yeah, I do like books. Yes, I had a husband, but he's no longer with us. We loved to travel, and always we'd be looking for rare books. Most of what you see here are mementos. It's sometimes hard to sell, but books are not meant to be hoarded. They're meant to be shared and spark something in us. I am a bit of an aficionado of old Earth novels. Well, truth be told, it's more of an obsession. Reading their stories is a revelation, not only for, the pure imagination, but the window you get into long-gone historical eras. I'll pay handsomely for any books you find like that. Except Charles Dickens. Definitely not Charles Dickens. Oh, nothing wrong at all. When colonists were forced to leave Earth for good, cargo space was precious, and for some reason everyone thought to bring their Charles Dickens collection. No, I mean he was an amazing writer. His stories are timeless. But what I'd give for a copy of Sense and Sensibility, or the Three Musketeers, oh! The original Three Musketeers, mind you, not the dozens of interpretations of it. I will, I assure you. The Count of Monte Cristo! Such delicious revenge set against the era of Napoleon. Yes, this will be prized in my collection. Oh, Moby Dick! I had 2 copies. I foolishly sold both. I'm happy to have it returned to my collection. Thank you. Oh, I'm afraid there's nothing you have that I don't already have. Sorry. Let's see. There are places you can go for that, ma'am. Feel free to read. This is a haven for... Oh, I'm sorry. It's so nice to have a... visitor.
For God's sake, drop some of that rubbish.
W.E.B. Du Bois, the civil rights activist? He wrote a science fiction novel. I simply must have this. This is real, right? Thank you. War of the Worlds. Need I say more? Here, take my money. I almost want to close up the shop. Let me see... For purchase? Yes.
Wait, can't we?
We're done here.
What do you think? They're out there a lot, right?
I picked up something you might be interested in.
We're going to something like this. Looking for the young, bright mind. What can I help you with? Apply today the nearest kiosk. Interesting. This district certainly provides evidence that Legion's influence has spread from their tower and out into the city. I have things for you. Tayo vessels certainly look impressive, but it's what's when you have a few moments. This is something I'd like to discuss.
It's so nice to have you here. How can I help you? Fantastic! We'll have your shiny new ride ready to go at the spaceport if you decide to join the Tayo family. We have the finest ships money can buy.
If you're not here for a ship, best you move along.
Every Tayo innovation gets copied.
Have something you might be interested in.
Ryujin is hiring the best and brightest of today for your future tomorrow.
Hi, welcome to Arbron. Hey, thanks for stopping by. The name's Ken. Let me know if you have any questions. I know these weapons like the back of my hand. See you later.
Are you working toward that next technological leap? Then let Ryujin Industries help you get there. Fill out an application today to become part of
Your dad's jumping in from where?
Take it easy. Paradiso.
Ah,
This time we thought he
customer.
was just being some
Feel free to
miserable
spend your
hermit on
credits. Or get the
I
hell
think he
out.
finally
Your
regrets disappearing on you all.
Yeah? You need something? If you're here for blend, I just had a new batch come in last night. Huh? Okay, suit yourself. But you have no idea what you're missing. Look, I don't have time for chit-chat. I've got a lot of business to take care of, so if you don't mind hurrying this along, that'd be great. As soon as word gets out Blend is back in stock, it's going to be a stampede. Try some Blend, you'll love it. Sure you don't want some extra Blend for the road?
Things for you. It's like you tapped into the universe itself.
I have something for you when you have a moment.
way.
Sure it's safe out. I have something I need to discuss with you.
The wrong fight.
Oh, please don't tell me you're going to eat that. Time to get back to the world, eh? Yeah? just isn't the same as the real thing.
There's something I need to talk to you about.
Up something you might be interested in.
I try not to trade in gossip.
If there's
but
anything I can
have
do for you,
verifiable
you won't find a better offer on the station.